Okay, you guys, let's do the sheriff's blotter. Again, I have 3 newspapers, so we could do 3 different sheriff's blotters. Do you notice anything different today? Look what I got from Amazon. Well, these feather pens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 feather pens. For a total of $12 at Amazon. And I don't know how I'm going to utilize them in my videos, but aren't they relaxing? And they smell nice. They're just relaxing. So I don't know how I'm going to use them, but I want to start using them in my 30-minute videos, especially. Maybe it'll help you fall asleep. Maybe. I don't know. Here's got my chewing today, by the way. Orbit, Winter Mint, chewing gum. And there's a tea I'll be sipping on as Kirkland green tea. And I don't know, it's a toss-up. Am I going to use my feather pen or my clicker pen? I'm going to try to use my feather pen. It's more relaxing. Okay, so I love these feather pens. They're so soft and relaxing. 6 different colors. Okay, well, here we are. Sheriff's Blotter for June 30th, 2016. Elkboro Hills. A thief stole a U.S. passport, a $100 pair of sunglasses, and $10 in cash from an unlocked car parked near a home on such and such a street. A burglar stole $900 worth of Chinese currency from a home on such and such a drive on June 14th. Someone stole $300 worth of sound equipment and a $10 vehicle registration from a car parked on such and such a street, June 14th. Calabasas. A thief broke into the car parked on such and such a road on June 9th and stole a bag containing $150 worth of silver jewelry. A burglar stole $1,000 necklace, a $100 passport, and several checkbooks, and caused $200 in damage, breaking a window to get into the house on such and such a street. Oh, this feels so soft. A thief took a picture frame and a wedding photo valued at $2,500, a $300 vacuum cleaner, $50 worth of clothing, and a $50 ironing board from a storage unit at the 23,000 block of Ventura Boulevard. You guys know about Ventura Boulevard. It's that famous boulevard that Tom Petty sings about and that song Free Fall. Ventura Boulevard, that's the Ventura Boulevard they're talking about. The incident occurred in February, and the victim didn't notice anything was missing till recently. Westlake Village, a shopper at Costco in the 5700 block of such and such reported that someone stole his wallet from Costco that had a driver's license, bank cards, $200 cash, and this happened on June 2nd. The incident occurred in the parking lot while he was loading his groceries into his car. Okay, now. Sheriff's Blotter, June 30th. No, June 18th. After swerving, swerving. That's not good. I'm gonna put my teeth. All right. After swerving between lanes and colliding into the curb, a 23-year-old woman was arrested, and the 3500 block of such and such for driving under the influence of alcohol. Because the woman's 2-year-old child was in the car at the time, a charge of child endangerment was also added. Oh my God. June 19th. A 20-year-old woman in the 1900 block of Newberry Road was charged with 11 crimes: providing false information to the police, receiving stolen property, passing bad checks, having a fake ID, false imprisonment, identity theft, possession of burglary tools, shoplifting, counterfeiting, and 2 counts of methamphetamine possession. And the 42-year-old man with her was also charged with the exact same crimes, with an addition of conspiracy to commit a crime and being under the influence of drugs. Oh my gosh. A man, age 23, was arrested for possession of meth, heroin, and smoking a pipe and several injection devices in the 100 block of such and such. He was under the influence at the time. June 20th. A 21-year-old woman was taken to jail for vandalism during a domestic violence incident in the 2400 block of such and such. June 21st. After being served a search warrant, a 26-year-old man was arrested in the 3300 block of such and such for transporting, importing, or furnishing a controlled substance and possession of a controlled substance for sale. A 24-year-old man was caught shoplifting by a security guard at Kohl's. When the police arrived, the shoplifter was found to also be in the possession of drugs and drug paraphernalia, which was added to his shoplifting charge. Two people entered the 7-Eleven store in the 3300 block of such and such with knives and robbed the store. June 22nd. A 21-year-old man was arrested in the 2400 block of such and such for being under the influence of a controlled substance and providing the police with false identification records. A 32-year-old man was picked up by police for drinking in public in the 600 block of such and such. A 23-year-old man with him was also cited for drinking in public. 2 men, aged 27 and 23 were arrested for being under the influence of a controlled substance in the 2800 block of such and such. The older man was also charged with possession of drug paraphernalia. June 23rd. Police detained a 26-year-old man after finding him under the influence of a controlled substance in the 1500 block of such and such. 3 men, aged 24, 29, and 39, were taken into custody for unlawful driving or taking of a vehicle in the 2700 block of such and such. A 47-year-old man was found to be under the influence of a controlled substance in the 2700 block of such and such. And he was arrested for possession of drugs and drug accessories. Next, June 18th. Police charged a 46-year-old man for battering a police officer in the face and resisting arrest in the 1000 block of such and such. A man, age 18, was arrested for underage drinking while under the influence near such and such an avenue. A 24-year-old woman and a 43-year-old man were found to be under the influence of a controlled substance, as well as in possession of drug paraphernalia and marijuana for sale in the 1100 block of the boulevard. A 23-year-old man and a 23-year-old man and a 44-year-old woman was arrested for being under the influence of drugs and possession of a controlled substance in the 100 block of such and such. June 19th. A home was burglarized in the 700 block of such and such. June 20th. The Michael Kors store at the mall was reported has reported a grand theft. Police arrested a 26-year-old man in the 300 block. In the 300 block of such and such for being under the influence of a controlled substance and possession of drugs and drug paraphernalia. A new heavily intoxicated 50-year-old man was deemed to be causing a traffic hazard in the 100 block of such and such intersection. A 35-year-old woman was arrested in the 100 block of such and such for providing false information to police and being under the influence of drugs. A 30-year-old woman who had been stopped for an outstanding warrant in the 100 block of such and such was arrested after police found heroin and a meth pipe in the front seat of her car. A man, age 29, was arrested for battery in the 400 block of such and such. Police booked a 65-year-old man for domestic battery in the 1800 block of such and such. June 21st, a 48-year-old woman was arrested for being under the influence of a controlled substance in the 1100 block of such and such. June 22nd, police took a 49-year-old man to jail after he was found too intoxicated to care for himself in the 100 block of such and such. Police arrested a 22-year-old man in the cul-de-sac of such and such a lane isn't a cul-de-sac a circle? So it should have been in the cul-de-sac of such and such a circle, I thought. Well, anyway, that man was arrested for providing false information, and he was also charged with vandalism after he broke out of a patrol vehicle through the back window. A woman, age 53, was arrested near such and such a street after being found under the influence of a controlled substance. An 18-year-old woman was taken to jail after she displayed signs and symptoms of being on drugs. Excuse me. June 23rd, a 34-year-old man battered his fiancée in the face in the 2600 block of such and such. Police arrested, I think this is a repeat, police arrested a heavily intoxicated man in the 1500 block of such and such. I think I already read that. A woman, age 20, was arrested in the 200 block of such and such for being under the influence of a controlled substance and possession of narcotics. And the last one for this paper, June 20th, reads, a 52-year-old man reported his car had been vandalized with a knife on a 2700 block of such and such. Let's see, here's another sheriff's report. July 1st, 2016. June 16th, a vandal cut the brakes off a car in the 5000 block of such and such. Property belonging to the Baseball Association in the 100 block of such and such, was vandalized with graffiti, causing $400 in damage between June 16 and June 22nd. More than $950 in liquor was stolen from the Vaughns in the 500 block of the such and such street. A man aged 37 was arrested for conspiracy, identity theft, and forgery at the such and such Mercado. A man aged 32 was arrested for inflicting corporal injury in the 600 block of such and such. June 17th, about $1,200 in merchandise was stolen from the Levi's store. June 18th, a man, age 18, was arrested for abusing a woman and for graffiti and vandalism in the 400 block of such and such. Excuse me. A 51-year-old man was arrested for domestic abuse in the 1600 block of such and such. A man, age 28, was arrested for animal cruelty in the 2000 block of such and such. More than $1,000 in property was stolen from a locked shed in the 200 block of such and such. June 19th, a 43-year-old man was arrested on an outstanding warrant on such and such intersection. A man, aged 38, was arrested for petty theft in the 300 block of such and such. A 22-year-old man was arrested for possessing a switchblade knife and drug paraphernalia and being under the influence of a controlled substance in the 200 block of such and such. About $5 in cash was stolen from a car in the 400 block of such and such. About $17 in merchandise was stolen from CVS Pharmacy on the 300 block of such and such. June 20th, a man, age 49, was arrested on an outstanding warrant in the 400 block of such and such. A 44-year-old man was arrested for disobeying a domestic violence court order in the 400 block of such and such Boulevard. A juvenile at the Center for Children in the 1700 block of such and such assaulted two staff members and threw an iPod Nano at a third person, hitting him in the face, breaking their glasses, and the juvenile also broke a window, causing about $400 in damage. Property was stolen from an unlocked car in the 6000 block of such and such. A woman assaulted in her home in the 300 block of such and such lost consciousness and was taken to the hospital. A 55-year-old man was arrested on an outstanding warrant in the first block of Paseo such and such. Less than $1,000 in damage was stolen from an unlocked car in the 4000 block of such and such. June 22nd, a wall along such and such a road was vandalized with graffiti between June 22nd and June 23rd. About $100 in property was stolen from a front yard in the 2000 block of such and such. A woman, aged 35, was arrested for domestic battery in the 4000 block of such and such. And lastly, between June 18th and June 24th, police reported arresting one person on suspicion of driving under the influence of a controlled substance during that same time period. 17 people were arrested on various drug charges, and one person was arrested for public intoxication. So there we have it. Oh my goodness. This feather is putting me to sleep. I can't believe how good it feels. I'll have to figure out how to let you guys feel this feather. I guess it's a work in progress, these new feather pens. But how many? I have 5 minutes left. I saw this spooky article. Let's read this one spooky article from the Acorn. It says, it's an article by Sylvie Belmont. Man survives apparent suicide leaf off the Canaan Road Bridge. Canaan leads right to Malibu to the beach, and it has a bridge right over the 101 freeway. A man was airlifted to the hospital on June 26th after he apparently tried to commit suicide by jumping off the south side of the Canaan Road Freeway Bridge in Agora. He landed on the slow lane of the eastbound 101 freeway, and a Good Samaritan dragged him to the shoulder. California Highway Patrol officer such and such said, the incident snarled up the early Sunday afternoon traffic as hundreds of commuters were making their way to the beach. I'll bet. Good thing I wasn't there that morning. First responders took the man, he's from El Salvador, took him off where he was picked up a helicopter and transported to UCLA Medical Center for treatment. One witness saw all the events unfold. A resident such and such said she was traveling in her car south on the Canaan overpass when she looked to her left and saw a man approximately 40 to 45 years old walking quickly to the outer edge of the bridge. He walked onto the overpass and he managed to get past the protective wire fencing. I rolled down the window and yelled at him. I said, "Don't go there. Don't do it," I screamed. Mister, you have to come back. And the man did not respond. He looked at me. He looked down. Then he lifted his arms and just slid off the bridge. Oh my goodness. She says she placed the first 911 call and that emergency vehicles arrived within minutes. I cannot get that image out of my mind, she said. The man survived the fall, but his current condition has not been released. Oh my goodness. That's a miracle. He had his guardian angel miracle. Oh my goodness. Well, our 30 minutes is up, you guys. I'm super relaxed. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope my little feather added to your relaxation and calmness and just enjoyment. Because when you come to my 30-minute videos, I want you to be able to fall asleep. I almost fell asleep. This feather